Hi students, once again I welcome you all to my channel Abrar sir classes. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಚಾಪ್ಟರಿನ 3D ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನೋಡೋಣಪ್ಪ. ಓಕೆ, these are the problems which we are going to discuss on the topic 3D circuit with resistances. Okay, we will see what are the problems. Now here it is asked the equivalent resistance of a cube across its edges. ಏನಪ್ಪ edges ಅಂದ್ರೆ these are the two edges. Okay, let us say these are the two what edges. What is the resistance he is asking? Okay, what is the resistance he is asking? Let us say this is 1 and 2. Okay, it is asking. Okay, now next, the equivalent resistance of a cube across its face diagonal. What is meant by face diagonal? Face diagonal is this one. Okay, let us say this is okay, and this one. This is called face diagonal. This is called face diagonal. Okay, these are the edges. These are the edges. 1 and 2 are the edges. Okay, and these are the edges. Okay, the equivalent resistance between the edges, and now it is between face diagonal andre this is the face diagonal. This is the face diagonal. Okay, I will call this as 1 and I will call this as 2. Okay, now this is the face diagonal, and now next is what? The equivalent resistance of a cube across its body diagonal. What is meant by body diagonal? Body diagonal is nothing but idu e corner inda this is 1 and this is 2. Okay, this is 1 and this is 2. Okay, how to proceed with this one? How to proceed with this one? Okay, what is meant by, okay, what is meant by the equivalent resistance of cube across its edges andre 1 and 2 I have marked. Okay, whatever they are asking I am marking 1 and 2. Okay, face diagonal andre this is 1 and this is 2. I have considered resistance equivalent resistance between 1 and 2. You have to calculate. Where is the body diagonal? Body diagonal andre idu, this is 1 and this is 2 I have taken. You are supposed to calculate the resistance between 1 and 2 here. That is called the body diagonal. Okay, how to calculate? I will give one simple trick how to remember. Okay, remember like this: essential for bio, essential for biology, essential for biology. Understood? Where E is what? Edge. F is what? Face. B is what? Body. Okay, now what you are supposed to remember? This is 7r by 12 you have to remember, and 9r by 12 you have to remember, and this is 10r by 12 you have to remember. Okay, this is 7, denominator is same here, denominator is same, 12 12 12. Okay, this is 7, this is 9 and this is 10. You can calculate the equivalent resistance between two edges. Okay, what is the formula between two edges? Resistance between 1 and 2. Okay, resistance between 1 and 2 will be how much? That is equal to what I have written here, that is edges 7r by 12. 7r by 12. Okay, face diagonal, what is the resistance? Face diagonal andre resistance between 1 and 2 is nothing but how much? What is the answer for that one? Face diagonal ge 9r by 12. Okay, 9r by 12. Later we can simplify, that is 3 by 4r. Right, now what is the equivalent resistance across his body andre estaಗುತ್ತೆ between 1 and 2. Okay, r1 and 2 how much? 10r by 12 andre estaಗುತ್ತೆ. Just simplify this part, 5 by 6r. Now directly you can write the equivalent resistance, okay, of what? Of a cube across its edges andre 7r by 12, and resistance of a cube across its face diagonal andre 9r by 12. You have to remember this one. Okay. And now resistance of a cube across its body diagonal andre 10R by 12. Okay. Just remember this one. Later you can simplify this one. Okay. Essential for biology. Edge, E and edges. Okay. Edge, face and body you can remember like this. 7R by 12, 9R by 12, 10R by 12. Okay. Now next problem. A wire is in the form of a tetrahedron. The resistance of each edge is R. The equivalent resistance between corners 1, 2 and 1, 3 are respectively. Where is 1, 2? Okay, 1, 2. I can write like this. 1 and 2. Where is 3? 3 is somewhere here. Okay, I can write like this. I can write like this. Okay. Now from 1 and this is 4 if I take. Okay, 4 is connected to 1, 4 is connected to, and 4 is connected to 3 also. Okay, this is 1. Now what is there here? Always resistance is there. Okay, resistance is there, resistance is there, resistance is there, R, resistance is there, R is also R. Okay, let us find between 1 and 2. Okay, this is plus and this is minus. Okay, now we are calculating. Okay, the resistance, equivalent resistance between 1 and 2. Now if I observe this one, see here, it is a Wheatstone bridge. R by R, R by R. Okay, what happens? This gets cancelled. Though current flows here, R will not be there. Then what happens between 1 and 2? ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು R ಹಂಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ between 1 and 2. Okay, what happens to this one? If this R is removed, R plus R will be how much? Then 2R ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, these two will become in series 2R. And again, okay, R plus R ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 2R ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, 2R in parallel with 2R, R in parallel with R, ಎಷ್ಟು? R by 2. R by 2. Okay, now we came to know the equivalent resistance between 1 and 2 is how much? R by 2. Similarly, okay, you will be having resistance between what he is asking 1 and 3 ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? Again it will be same. Okay, it will be R by 2. Okay, edges. Okay, between 1 and 2 ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೋ, okay, same will be for 1 and 3 also, and same will be for 2 and 3. That is between edges of a tetrahedron. Okay, R by 2, R by 2 is the right answer. Understood? Now let us come to the next problem. Now this is what? Square pyramid appa. Square pyramid andre what he is asking? Find the equivalent resistance about any branch ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. Okay, now here ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Okay, ಇದು I can write this as A, B, C, D, no problem. I can write like this. Okay, now this is P. Okay, ಇದು P ಅಪ್ಪ, ಈ ತರ ಇದೆ ಇದು. ಓಕೆನಾ? Let us find out between A and B. Calculate ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಇದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇದು ಮೈನಸ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Okay, let us find. Now if I closely observe this one, okay, what I have to do? We will use what? Vertical line of symmetry draw ಮಾಡೋಣ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. This is what? Vertical line of symmetry. Yesterday we learned, isn't it? In the last video we have learned what is meant by vertical symmetry. Vertical line of symmetry draw ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Okay, this will become like this. Right? Understood? This is what B, this is what A. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ P ಇಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, P will be there here. right? Okay, what happens then? After that, okay, you can take this resistance, okay, into R. Each resistance, each branch is what? R. Into R. This is R. This is R. This R is always there. You don't know R really, okay? You need not to write in the exam. Just assume that R is there here, okay? This is R. Now what happens? Here is the next step. See here. Now we are calculating between, this is what? A ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಬಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 2r, right? This r is there here and this r is there here. What about this one? R plus r, 2r. 2r in parallel with r, 2r by 3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 2r by 3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, right? Now what happens? R plus r, 2r in parallel with 2r ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Between, this is r, okay, between A and B. 2r in parallel with r is 2r by 3. This is there. And what about this one? 2r plus 2r by 3 ಅಂದರೆ 8r by 3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, right? 8r by 3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, okay? Now what is the final result? If these two are in parallel, that is what? 2r by 3 and 8r by 3, if they are in parallel, the answer will be 8r by 15 is the right answer. 8r by 15 is the right answer. Understood? These are the problems which are very easy, provided you should know. Always remember, equivalent resistance about any branch of the base of the square pyramid will be always how much? 8r by 15. You can remember like this, 8r by 15. In case of what? Square pyramid. In case of what? Square pyramid. 8r by 15. Now I have shown you clearly how we got 8r by 15. Okay. Similarly, in case of what? Tetrahedron, it is how much? R by 2 between two corners. Okay, between, that is 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 or 2 and 3. Similarly, in case of a cube, remember this one, essential for bio, edge, face, body. Edge andre 7r by 12, denominator is same. Okay, instead of writing 8, you have to write 9 here. This is 7, this is 9, and this is 10r by 12. Just later you can simplify. Hope you have enjoyed this video. This is very interesting video based on what? 3D circuit. First we discussed about what? Cube resistance, where we calculated the equivalent resistance of a cube across its edges 7r by 12 and across its face diagonal 9r by 12. Later you have to simplify like this, and then across its body diagonal that is 10r by 12. Okay, then we calculated for a tetrahedron resistance circuit. Okay, here we got r by 2, r by 2 between corners 1 and 2 and 1 and 3. And now in case of square pyramid, always it will be 8r by 15. That is resistance of any branch of the base of a square pyramid. Hope you have understood this. I will stop here. We will meet in the next video with interesting problems like this. If you have liked my video, kindly share it, subscribe for my channel, ask doubts in the comment box, okay, and like this video. Thank you one and all. We will meet in the next video. I wish you all the best.